He tells us very plainly through this and through the others that it takes courage and strength to be his disciple. He tells us that as a disciple, we will be required to make some important sacrifices along the way. There are 3 of them. The first sacrifice I'd like to focus on to be a disciple is that we have to decide once and for all and forever to follow Jesus alone. We have to make up our minds. Eager crowds were following Jesus everywhere, and everybody wanted to be part of what was happening with him. So Jesus alerted them to what following him means. Our text for today is part of what we would call a travel narrative in Luke's gospel of Jesus' final trip to Jerusalem. Jesus on this trip knows where he's headed. He knows that he's going to his cross and his death. This is not a trip that everyone will decide is worth the price of taking with Jesus. They don't want to go to the cross and they don't want to go to the tomb. Jesus is walking a definite path and some would prefer another one. But one cannot walk both ways. From our Old Testament lesson today, Jesus tells us that those who would follow him are taking a path of life. From Deuteronomy, we have these words: "See, I have set before you today life and good, death and evil." To follow Jesus is not easy, but it is the path of good. He also tells us that no servant can serve 2 masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. He warns us that the path of discipleship can even come to this: being hated by one's own family. And we are, of course, supposed to love our father, our mother, our family. The Bible, though, uses the word hate to describe anyone who is not the loved one, the most loved one. There can only be one number one, in other words. And we know that Jesus claims that top spot.